Forgetful? Rewire your brain in 4 minutes for photographic memory. Stanford approved. Stick around because by the end of this, you'll remember every detail of what I'm about to share, and it'll change how you learn forever. If you've ever blanked on a name, a deadline, or that one fact during a big moment, this is your reset button. Welcome back to Take and Grow, where we expand your mind and elevate your life. I'm your host, Dr. Silas Kincaid, and today we're diving into something that's going to supercharge your learning like nothing else. Imagine turning foggy recall into crystal clear retention, all with a simple breath technique backed by Stanford's top neuroscientists. This isn't just another tip, it's your new secret weapon for acing exams, nailing presentations, or just remembering where you left your keys without that frustrating hunt. In our fast-paced world, where notifications ping every second and info floods in like a digital tsunami, it's no wonder we feel scattered. But what if I told you that 4 minutes of intentional breathing could cut through that noise, locking in knowledge like a vault? We'll explore how this works from the ground up with steps you can use right now, stories from real people who've transformed their recall, and ways to weave it into every corner of your day. If you're ready to level up your thoughts and habits, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with Breath Hack activated, and let's unlock your brain's full potential together. We're talking mind expansion that fits your schedule. No apps, no gadgets, just you and your breath. All right, friends, let's roll up our sleeves and get into the heart of this. This breath technique isn't some ancient ritual pulled from a dusty book. It's fresh from Stanford's labs, where researchers pored over brain scans and tracked how something as basic as your inhale can reshape how you hold on to information. We'll start at the foundation, understanding what's happening in your head when memory falters, then layer on practical ways to apply it during study marathons, high-stakes tests, and even those everyday moments when your mind wanders. By the time we're through, you'll have a toolkit that's not just theoretical, but battle-tested for the chaos of real life. Think of your brain as a bustling library, shelves of books, your memories, that should be easy to pull, but too often the card catalog's a mess and the lights flicker out mid-search. That's the starting point for so many of us, that nagging fog where details dissolve like sugar in hot coffee. But here's the good news. Stanford's work shows us how to flip on those lights and organize the stacks, one breath at a time. We'll move step by step, connecting each piece so it builds like a sturdy bridge over that mental haze. Let's begin where it all lives, those neural pathways, the invisible trails your thoughts blaze through gray matter. Ever wonder why you can recite your childhood phone number but blank on what you ate for lunch yesterday? It's not you being bad at remembering, it's biology under siege. In today's world, we're bombarded. 34 gigabytes of data daily, per some studies, equivalent to reading 100,000 words every day. That overload narrows your pathways, like highways choked with rush hour traffic. Stress hormones spike, inflammation creeps in, and poof, your hippocampus, that seahorse-shaped gem handling new memories, starts short-circuiting. Stanford zeroed in on this with a series of experiments back in 2022, scanning folks before and after targeted breathing. They used fMRI machines to watch blood flow and oxygen levels, the fuel for those pathways. The verdict? A simple 4-4-6 breath pattern. Inhale for 4 counts through your nose, hold for 4, exhale for 6, acts like a traffic cop. It boosts oxygenation by 20 to 30%, calms the fight-or-flight response, and even grows new dendritic spines, those tiny branches that strengthen connections. In one trial, medical students prepped for anatomy exams. The breath group recalled 42 out of 50 muscle names, the others just 32. That's not luck, that's lungs meeting neurons. But let's make this yours. Close your eyes for a second, or keep them open if you're driving, safety first. Inhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your belly rise, not your chest. That's diaphragmatic power. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the stillness.
the space opening. Exhale 1 through 6, like sighing out a heavy backpack. Do that again with me. There. Did you feel a subtle shift? A little lighter? Sharper? That's the pathways widening already. Now picture this applying first thing in the morning. You're scrolling emails, brain already buzzing like a hive. Instead of diving in, gift yourself 4 minutes. Sarah, a listener from Seattle who emailed me last month, did just that. She's a project manager, juggling teams across time zones, constantly dropping balls on deadlines. Silas, she wrote, I'd walk into meetings forgetting half my agenda. After a week of morning breaths, she started mapping conversations in her head like a pro. No more frantic notes, just flow. Her team noticed. Promotions followed. That's the quiet win, not flashy, but foundational, solving that core ache of feeling perpetually behind. And it's not just parenting. Oh man, if you're a parent tuning in, you know the drill. Kid asks about dinosaurs mid-dinner, and you're drawing a blank on Stegosaurus spikes. One breath before story time, and suddenly facts flood back, turning into engaging tales. Or relationships. Ever forget an anniversary detail your partner mentioned months ago? This clears the clutter, letting love notes stick. We're talking pathways that serve your whole life, not just the desk. But wait, what if stress is your constant companion? Stanford factored that in. Their protocols adjusted for high cortisol types, showing even bigger gains. One participant, a veteran with PTSD, saw recall jump 35% because the exhale phase dials down the amygdala's alarm bells. If that's you, start small. 1 cycle before bed to offload the day's debris. Over time, it compounds, pathways not just cleared, but paved with gold. Let's linger here a bit because getting this foundation right is everything. Imagine your brain as a garden, overloads the weeds, breaths the sunlight breaking through. Without it, nothing grows. With it, every seed, every lesson, every conversation takes root deep. I've seen it in my own practice, clients arriving frazzled, leaving with clarity they describe as coming home to myself. Try journaling after your next cycle. What one thing sharpened? That's your proof point, personal and powerful. Shifting gears now, we've mapped the terrain, felt the shift. Next, we take this power into action, your study sessions, those marathons where most of us hit the wall. Building on those cleared pathways, let's protocol this for when you're knee-deep in books or screens, because raw science is cool, but a repeatable routine, that's liberation. Stanford dubbed this the preload sequence, designed for sessions from 20 minutes to 2 hours. The goal, bridge the gap between input and imprint so what you study doesn't evaporate like morning dew.
Step 1. Environment set. Find your spot. Quiet corner, good light, no phone within arm's reach. Why? Distractions fragment focus, splintering pathways before they form. Step 2. The breath anchor. 4 full cycles to prime. That's your oxygen infusion, quieting the mental chatter. Visualize as you breathe. See the material as puzzle pieces snapping into place. For me, scripting episodes like this one, I breathe and picture stories unfolding like a film reel. Step 3. Dive in with timed bursts. 25 minutes on, 5 off, but infuse each burst with micro breaths every 10 minutes to sustain the flow. Step 4. Close strong. 1 final cycle to seal it, reviewing aloud what stuck. This isn't fluffy, it's engineered. In Stanford's cohort of undergrads cramming for midterms, the protocol group retained 28% more after a week, measured by surprise quizzes. They weren't smarter, they were oxygenated, their brains encoding deeper. fMRI lit up like Christmas, enhanced activity in the temporal lobe, where long-term storage happens. Let me paint a picture from my world. Back in residency, 80-hour weeks blurring into nightmares of forgotten protocols. I'd hit the books post-shift, eyes glazing over pharmacology charts. Enter the protocol. Breaths first, then 25-minute sprints on beta blockers. Suddenly, mechanisms clicked, not wrote, but understood it. I passed boards not by grinding harder, but breathing smarter. That efficiency, it freed hours for sleep, for life beyond the white coat. Now, scale it to you. Students, pre-exam review? Protocol it the night before. Recall jumps because you're not cramming in panic, you're consolidating in calm. Professionals, board prep or skill building courses? Slot it mornings. One listener, Alex from Chicago, a software dev, used it for coding boot camps. From buggy loops to clean code, he shared. Breath made the difference. No more mental shortcuts leading to crashes. Entrepreneurs, pitch decks forgotten mid-sentence? Protocol your rehearsal. Breathe, visualize the investor nodding, deliver. Tension eases, words land. But what about creative fields? Writers, artists that block where ideas tease but won't commit to page. This protocol grounds you. Breathe to clear the canvas, then flow. One author client of mine, Elena, battled plot holes in her novel. Sessions became ritual. Breath in, inspiration, out, doubt. Chapters poured. It's versatile, solves the artist's fog as much as the accountant's ledger mix-ups. Common hurdle? Time crunch. 4 minutes? I barely have 4 seconds. Fair. Start micro. 1 cycle before opening your laptop. Builds habit, snowballs results. Track it. App or sticky note. Sessions completed, 3 of 7. Seeing progress? Motivates like caffeine without the crash. And for teams? Share this. Imagine leading a workshop. Group breath opener, then dive. Unity forms. Ideas stick collectively. Stanford tested group dynamics too. Shared breathing synced brainwaves, boosting shared recall by 15%. Powerful for book clubs, masterminds, families quizzing trivia. Let's workshop a scenario. You're prepping a sales call, product specs slipping. Protocol. Breathe to anchor facts. Features as breath ends, benefits as holds, objections as exhales. Role play it now in your mind. Feel the confidence? That's the protocol at work, turning potential stumbles into seamless wins. We've got the foundation solid, sessions streamlined. Now the moment of truth, when the spotlight's on you and pressure peaks. Here's where it shines brightest, those do-or-die spots. Exams, interviews, speeches, even casual debates where you want to drop that perfect fact. Overload amplifies here. Adrenaline narrows focus to tunnel vision, sidelining recall. Stanford's tips counter that, turning vulnerability into velocity. Tip 1. The pre-game ritual. 4 to 6 minutes before go time, full cycles, eyes closed, rehearsing 3 anchors. Key concept 1, 2, 3. It's consolidation magic. Pathways lit like runway lights. In trials, speakers using this reduced ums by 40%, content flowing fluid. Tip 2. In the moment rescue. Fog hits, discrete microcycle. Inhale discreetly, hold under breath, exhale slow. Takes 20 seconds, resets the hippocampus midstream. Students in psych labs did this during orals, accuracy up 22%, panic down. Tip 3. Post-event lock-in. Right after, 1 cycle while noting wins and misses. Reinforces positives, flags gaps without self-judgment. Builds resilience. Next time, less fog. Personal clutch? My TEDx talk last year. 18 minutes on growth mindsets, 500 eyes on me. Midway, a stat on neuroplasticity escaped. Quick micro breath, boom, back. Crowd never knew. I owned the stage. That poise, earned in labs, delivered in lights. For you, job interview, pre-ritual on facts, company values as breath anchors, nail it. Public speaking, rescue breaths between slides. Parents, school play lines forgotten? Tip it for kids too, family ritual. One dad, Tom from Austin, shared, "Son's science fair breathe through nerves, aced the QA." Proud dad moment. Athletes, performers, mental reps amplified. Visualize plays with breaths. Muscle memory meets mind memory. Business closers, negotiation stalls,
Exhale doubt. Inhale terms. Wins stack. Pitfalls? Rushing breaths makes dizziness, not clarity. Slow it. Or ignoring body cues. Tight shoulders? Loosen first. Adapt. Seated for desks, standing for stages. Group application? Exam study groups. Rotate tip shares. Boosts collective confidence. Stanford's group data? 19% better outcomes when shared. Scenario spin. Wedding toast looming. Anecdotes fuzzy. Pre-ritual. Breathe family stories in. Deliver heartfelt, not halting. Tears of joy, not frustration. We've covered ground. Pathways, protocols, tips, each layer solving a slice of the overload puzzle. But life's not linear. Let's weave this into broader rhythms. Zoom out. This isn't siloed for study, it's lifestyle glue. Mornings, wake, breathe, journal intentions. Recall sharpens for the day. Afternoons, post-lunch slump, cycle to reboot. Evenings, wind down breaths for tomorrow's prep. Health tie-in, pairs with walks, rhythmic steps sync breaths, doubling pathway perks. Sleep, pre-bed cycle cements day's learns. One insomniac listener, Mia from LA, from tossing to dreaming details. Breath bridged it. Nutrition nod, hydrate first. Dry brains forget faster. Combine breath with green tea for antioxidant synergy. Tech hack, phone reminder. Breathe to remember. Gamify, streak badges. Challenges, travel jet lag, airport breaths ground you. Crowds, microcycles calm, clarify. Stories abound. Retiree relearning guitar. Protocols for chords. Young mom multilingual lessons. Tips for vocab. Universal solver. Not one size fits all. For ADHD, shorter holds. Anxiety, longer exhales. Track via app, mood pre-post. Adjust. Variations, themed breaths. Gratitude inhales for positive encoding. Pair with music, binaurals for deeper calm. Troubleshoot, no shift, consistency key. 21 days builds. Plateau, layer walks. Listener qui, works for facts, not for emotions. Anchor feeling same way. Pathways don't discriminate. Let's do it live. 10-minute guided. Cycles with prompts. In, hold, out. Visualize a memory strengthening. Debrief, what surfaced. Whew, we've journeyed deep today. From jammed pathways to clutch triumphs, arming you against overload's grip. You've got the breaths, the steps, the stories. Now claim them. Action. Pick one integration tonight. Comment, my win, detail. Shares spark community fire. Loved this? Like, subscribe for more mind tools. Next, habit stacks for unbreakable drive. Grow bold at Take and Grow. Breathe easy, remember fiercely. Until next time.